Do you exercise first thing in the morning on an empty stomach? Or do you drink coffee before your workout? Have you heard that fasted cardio burns more fat? Today, I'm going to give you clear answers. Based on the latest scientific research about this decades-long debate, what you've believed until now might be completely overturned. I used to wake up at 6 a.m. every morning, drink only a sip of water, and jump straight onto the treadmill. The internet said fasted cardio was best for fat burning. I did this for a month and felt dizzy and weak. I lost weight, but I also lost muscle. Back then, I didn't know what went wrong. But now I do. And today, you're going to find out too. Let's face reality. 1 in 3 adults starts exercising with fat loss as their goal. More than half of them try fasted cardio. But surprisingly, 70% of them quit within 2 weeks. Why? Because it's too difficult. But is it really that effective? A groundbreaking 2023 study from Stanford University School of Medicine tracked 250 healthy adults over 8 weeks. The results were truly astonishing. Participants were divided into 4 groups: complete fasted exercise, black coffee, only before exercise, coffee with a small amount of protein, and regular breakfast before exercise. Here's where it gets absolutely fascinating. After 8 weeks measuring body fat loss, the complete fasted group lost an average of 2.1 kilograms. But what about the coffee-only group? Amazingly, 2.8 kilograms. They lost more fat than the fasted group. The coffee plus protein group showed the highest at 3.2 kilograms. And the regular breakfast group came in at 2.4 kilograms. But wait, there's more. The really important factor was muscle mass change. The complete fasted group lost an average of 0.8 kilograms of muscle along with fat. Meanwhile, the coffee-only group had minimal muscle loss at just 0.2 kilograms. And the coffee plus protein group actually gained 0.3 kilograms of muscle. What does this mean? Fasted cardio breaks down not just fat, but also your precious muscle. So why is coffee so effective? There's a clear scientific reason. Caffeine in coffee stimulates the sympathetic nervous system and promotes adrenaline secretion. According to a 2022 study from the University of Birmingham in the UK, consuming caffeine 30 minutes before exercise increases the activity of lipase, a fat-breaking enzyme, by an average of 76%. What's even more remarkable is that caffeine increases fat oxidation rates during exercise. A 2023 study from Griffith University in Australia found that the coffee drinking group had fat oxidation rates 29% higher than the fasted exercise group at the same exercise intensity. They burned more fat doing the same workout. But coffee's benefits don't stop there. Caffeine reduces perceived fatigue during exercise. Why is this important? When you feel less tired, you can exercise longer and harder. In the Stanford study, the coffee intake group exercised an average of 18 minutes longer than the fasted group. More exercise time naturally means more calories burned. So is fasted cardio completely bad? Not necessarily. Fasted exercise has some advantages. First, insulin levels are low, so theoretically it's easier to use fat as an energy source. Second, it's simple and convenient. You just wake up and exercise immediately. But the problem is intensity. High-intensity exercise is difficult in a fasted state. Low blood sugar makes you dizzy and weak, so you can only do low-intensity workouts. According to research from Maastricht University in the Netherlands, exercise intensity possible in a fasted state averages only 65% of normal capacity. Here I need to explain an important concept: the difference between fat burning rate during exercise and total daily fat burning. Many people get confused about this. What matters isn't burning lots of fat during that moment of exercise. What matters is how much fat you burn throughout the day, throughout the week. A 2023 meta-analysis from McMaster University in Canada clearly demonstrates this. Analyzing data from 15 studies totaling 800 people, they found that while fasted exercise had slightly higher fat oxidation ratios during exercise. 24-hour total fat oxidation was actually lower. Why? Because lower exercise intensity meant lower overall calorie expenditure. So what should you actually do? Let me tell you the optimal method. First method is consuming black coffee. Drink 1 cup of black coffee 30 to 45 minutes before exercise. An appropriate caffeine content is 100 to 200 milligrams. A regular Americano is sufficient. Never add sugar or milk. When insulin is secreted, fat breakdown is suppressed. Second is adding a small amount of protein. Consuming 10 to 15 grams of whey protein along with coffee is even better. This prevents muscle breakdown while minimizing insulin response. According to research from the University of Nottingham in the UK, small amounts of protein reduce muscle protein breakdown during exercise by up to 73%. Third is exercise timing. The period 30 to 45 minutes after drinking coffee is when caffeine effects peak. Starting your workout then is most effective. Too early and the caffeine hasn't been absorbed yet. Too late and the effects diminish. Fourth is exercise intensity. Thanks to coffee, you can exercise at higher intensity. So take advantage of this opportunity. Moderate to high intensity interval training is particularly effective. For example, alternating 2 minutes fast with 1 minute slow. A study from Waseda University in Japan found this method had 36% higher fat burning than steady pace exercise. Fifth is exercise type. Don't just do cardio. Do strength training first, then cardio for better results. Strength training promotes growth hormone secretion, accelerating fat breakdown. Research from the University of Akron in the United States showed this sequence resulted in 41% more body fat reduction than cardio alone. However, there are precautions for coffee pre-workout exercise. Most important is individual caffeine sensitivity. Some people experience palpitations or anxiety from just 1 cup of coffee. These individuals should reduce caffeine content by half, or substitute with green tea. Green tea is also rich in catechins, antioxidants that help fat burning. Second precaution is hydration. Coffee has a diuretic effect that can cause dehydration. Before exercise, drink not just coffee but also a glass of water. During exercise, sip water every 15 minutes. Research from the University of Freiburg in Germany found proper hydration improved fat metabolism by 12%. Third is caffeine timing. Avoid coffee intake after 2 p.m. With caffeine's half-life of 5 to 6 hours, drinking late disrupts sleep. Sleep deprivation increases cortisol, a stress hormone that actually increases body fat. Fourth is frequency. Daily consumption of the same amount of caffeine builds tolerance. It's better to drink coffee 5 days a week and rest 2 days. This maintains caffeine effectiveness. Swiss Federal Institute of Technology Lausanne research found this method maintained 83% caffeine sensitivity. Fifth is health conditions. Those with hypertension, arrhythmia, or anxiety disorders should be cautious with caffeine intake. Especially with cardiovascular disease, you must consult a doctor before pre-exercise coffee consumption. Caffeine temporarily raises heart rate and blood pressure. So what results can you actually expect? Let me share real cases. A 32-year-old woman did fasted cardio for 3 months, but only lost 1 kilogram. She was always tired and dizzy. After switching to post-coffee exercise, she lost 3.5 kilograms of body fat in 2 months. More importantly, her muscle mass was maintained. Now she actually looks forward to morning workouts. A 38-year-old man did early morning fasted running for 1 year, but received a diagnosis of decreased muscle mass at his health checkup. He changed to exercising 30 minutes after coffee, and added simple strength training before cardio. After 4 months, body fat decreased by 4.2 kilograms and muscle mass increased by 1.8 kilograms. A 45-year-old woman experienced severe weight gain during menopause. She tried fasted exercise but had severe hypoglycemia symptoms. After consuming coffee and a small amount of protein before exercise, the symptoms disappeared. In 3 months, body fat decreased by 5.1 kilograms and basal metabolic rate increased by 150 calories. These cases aren't special. You can absolutely achieve this too. What's important is finding the method that suits your body. So how should you start now? I propose a 2-week experiment. In week 1, exercise your current way, whether fasted or after eating. Record your weight, body fat percentage, exercise duration, exercise intensity, and mood daily. This becomes your baseline. From week 2, switch to post-coffee exercise. Within 30 minutes of waking, drink black coffee and start exercising 30 to 45 minutes later. If possible, add 10 grams of whey protein. Keep recording the same metrics. After 2 weeks, compare the data. Check body fat changes, exercise duration, exercise intensity, and subjective fatigue levels. In most cases, post-coffee exercise will show better results. If today's video helped you, please subscribe and like. Share your experiences in the comments. Do you prefer fasted or post-coffee exercise? What changes have you experienced? Your stories help others tremendously. In my next video, I'll introduce 5 foods that maximize fat burning when eaten with coffee. These secrets double your workout effectiveness, so don't miss it. Remember to turn on notifications too. I wish you all healthy, beautiful bodies. Have a great day. Thank you.